Hey guys, Jamie here from Fabric to Finish. Thanks for coming back to join us. We're excited to start the series and get your palates wet with information on what to do when expecting, essentially. We use the maternity and pregnancy analogy a lot, which makes perfect sense. It's relevant to talk about, and while some people find it funny, it really is your baby that we're about to give birth to. You have an idea, and you have to go through the pains to bring it to the market. What does that mean? There's labor pains, there's nausea, there's the unknown, there's the financial question marks. Where am I going to get the money for this? How many samples is this going to take? The samples are going to come in looking horrific on the first attempt. And you're going to want to throw it back and throw it away. But this is kind of what the process is all about. You know, further to that analogy is we ultimately get to give birth together. And I'm in the delivery room with you, my team. We're all surrounding you with protective arms to help navigate through this really tumultuous process. Fashion isn't all glamour, you know, the magazines, the runways, everything is beautiful and it's all touched up. But really what it comes down to is the behind the scenes mess. And by mess, I mean not just pins and measuring tapes and fabric swatches. It's delivery problems, it's patterns being off spec, it's samples coming in the wrong color with the wrong thread and the wrong fit. Factories not sending stuff because they haven't been paid. The FedEx package getting lost and it goes to another country and you've lost a $1,000 sample. These things happen. So really the process of us nurturing and giving birth together is also enabling us to hold your child and actually start to raise it. So who are you and what's your brand identity? Do you have a brand identity? You know, before we get started working with any new potential customer, client, designer, whatever we want to call you at this stage, we kind of have to get into your DNA. And most importantly, you should come armed and ready with your own brand identity. If you haven't, it's very hard to really sculpt what you're ultimately going to become. For example, if you're coming to us for design direction and brand building, we really have to get into the nuts and bolts of who you are. You say that you have an idea for a new sweater collection, but do you really know who you want to be? Have you done market research? Have you really taken a look into the retail sector, or have you really studied online who else is out there and what void are you looking to fill? So you have to come with some level of an identity that will give us a foundation to get you up and running so that we can start the process and take you into the next phase of development. Once you identify at some level who you are and kind of what your DNA is, we also kind of need to know what your plan is. Are you looking to launch an internet-based brand? It's direct to consumer. Are you looking to have a retail expansion? Are you looking to sell out of your garage? We don't know these things. But in order for us to actually get our heads wrapped around the product and to determine the end use, the product, the pricing, the manufacturing region, we need to know really what your directives are. If you're looking to sell something at a certain price point, we're going to have to hit that price point. So you're going to have to map that out for us and know exactly what your distribution structure is looking like from the get-go.